very, very quickly just say hi to you guys. I won't read all the names and all the places because I know we're starting a couple of minutes late. But thank you so much for coming on. We have Jeff and Vicky. We have Nigeria checking in. We have Tony. We have Tom from Virginia. We have Scott from Texas. We have Bert from outside Hamilton, Ontario. We have Washington, D.C. We have Alan. We have Tom from Ohio. We have Chicago. And yes, that is a super cat. That's Sushi, the super cat. And the way that we did that is, by the way, with this actual software. We made an app last night during the webinar that produced Sushi, the super cat. We have others here as well. A lot of folks checking in. Some say no audio, but that's from earlier. I'm sure you could hear me now, but just in case, I want to make sure. Let me know that you could hear me, because it would be pretty embarrassing if I was just kind of shouting into the microphone and you weren't hearing me right now. We have some love from New Mexico. Thank you, Tanya. Oklahoma, Netherlands, Chicago, Barbados, Raleigh. We have David, Dwight, Sandra, Sharon, Charles, Sharon in Kansas, Cape Cod, Mass. Is that where you're from, TC? Wow. We love the Cape. Lloyd is here. We have Melbourne, Australia. And don't worry, says Sandra, sound is good. And you could hear me in the UK, says Tony. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. This is the AIWrappers Encore webinar live. I don't have any music to cue up, or I would have. I could have made it with the software. So AIWrappers, basically, we have something for everyone today. Just for attending this webinar, we will be sending you 3 bonuses that we made using AIWrappers itself. And if you happen to purchase the product today after we give you some training on what's going on with AI apps, well, guess what? You get 5 more that we made with AIWrappers already and done. So we have lots of bonuses there, and I have a very, very special bonus as well if you should purchase. Should I give a hint? It has to do with me promoting you. We'll talk about that later. The other thing I want to remind you is to be very attentive and very proactive, because just like yesterday evening when we held the original webinar, this is, of course, same webinar as yesterday, but different because it's live, and here I am. But we did give out cash reimbursements for anyone that purchased, basically, if you got a couple of things right. We did ask some questions from earlier in the webinar, and then those that got it right, we selected from you. About 10 people on each one of the questions got it right, and we selected from those 10. And also those that were very proactive, we rewarded as well. Now, you're making history today because you're about to discover seriously one of the best products ever, one of the most successful products of the year, as a matter of fact, in the JVZoo marketplace, because everyone on the webinar last night was just bowled over. They couldn't believe what this software could do. Why? It's because this app makes apps. And it makes apps so much more successfully than anything that we've ever seen before, and so much more affordably and with so much ease of use, where you turn simple ideas into fully working white label AI apps, complete with your own branding. That's why it's white label. Everything, it can be structured the way you want in the app so that it looks like you want, that it acts like you want, has your pay link in there for payment collection, has lead capture in there so you could build a list from it, and you could even have your name in the branding of this app as well. So this is your app. You start with an idea, you then produce the app just from the idea, you just write it down, and then you go straight to income if you want, or you could collect leads from giving it away or using it as a bonus. So building and selling AI-powered tools without needing to code, meaning no programmers. It's just too easy to believe. Now, what kind of apps? Well, in just a moment, I'm going to show you some video clips that I put together, okay? But that's not all it does by any means. We have text apps. You could create newsletters and blogs. You could do SEO research on a website. We have image apps. We have video apps. You name it, you could do it with AIWrappers. Now, here's an example. I'm just going to start off the webinar by showing you an example of some of the clips that I produced early yesterday. It was in the wee hours of the morning yesterday that I wanted to just see if it had that capability of producing those kind of video clips that really turn people's heads. And this is just an example if I was to take it to the max. Let me show you this, then we'll move on, because this isn't all it does by any means.
I can't believe we were created with an app produced by AIWrappers.
Ain't had a decent beer in days. What's a cowboy got to do to get a cold one around here?
We were created with an app produced by AIWrappers. Can I have a bit of that?
All right, so what happened there was I just wanted to test out the ability to make an app that would take prompts that I gave it and see if I could do just that. And I'll talk much more about the creation of those particular video clips later on, because one of them was produced with a prompt creator that I actually made, and you've got to understand, this was made by Rohit and myself, this app, AIWrappers, Rohit Shah. But Rohit's team, they're the programmers, okay? They're the ones that really understand how to use this. I'm kind of the layman here. I'm the guy that's presenting it. I'm the guy that's involved with it, but I'm by no means a programmer or technical at all. I'm just like you. I'm the average user, and I just wanted to, see what it would do. So online AI tools is an explosive opportunity. This is really where the webinar is beginning, right here. We wanted to tell you it's $300 billion market, believe it or not. You see, most people are consuming these tools. They're consuming AI. They're using these AI tools. And we're stuck in that rut. Me too, but solopreneurs are building income and their businesses with AI tools by flipping it around. And this is important in today's day and age, because AI obviously is coming for our jobs, but we're the ones that could seize this opportunity and kind of get ahead of the curve. Now, programmers, if you wanted to do that, are just too expensive to produce apps that you can sell or give away. Programmers or coders are very, very expensive. They're not always available. They're often unreliable. There's so many horror stories on them. There's more horror stories about programmers than they are about people on dating sites. I mean, it is crazy how many stories you'll hear. So how do you solve this with AI? Well, the solution would be something called an AI wrapper. And this is fun. I want to ask you, what the heck is an AI wrapper? Put a 1 in the chat box if you know, and put a 2 in the chat box if you don't know what an AI wrapper is by definition. Okay, so not this software, but by definition, put a 2 in the chat box if you don't know, a 1 in the chat box if you do. I just want to see where we stand on that. Wow, that's even more impressive than last night. Virtually nobody, including myself, knew what an AI wrapper is. Now, a few of you, about 10%, indicated that you did know, so I'm going to quickly explain it because it is actually kind of cool. An AI wrapper can take the abilities of AI models and repackage them, kind of like you're rewrapping a Christmas present. All the AIs are in the back end, and then you have a user interface in the front end that makes it easy to access all the AIs and makes it easy to get them to produce apps. All right. Now, that's what an AI wrapper is. But let's talk about what AIWrappers, the product, is. Wouldn't you know it, even though AI wrapper is a common term among the technical people, it's not so common among the rest of us, as you've discovered just moments ago. So we were able to get AI wrappers as a product name before anyone else. Nobody thought of using that name before. So AI wrappers is the same name that we've adopted. And what we do is we give you the easiest way to create and sell AI-powered tools for any niche with no technical skills. And yes, we call it AI wrappers, just like the definition. All you have to do with our AI wrappers is just speak or type what you want, and the app is ready. Now, I prefer to type. I've always been a fast typer. So I just type the sentence real quick. But if you're not that comfortable typing one sentence, then you could just speak the question that you want the AI to produce the app with. It supports a whole bunch of AIs. GPT-4, Claude, Gemini, DALL-E, Replicate, even VO3 is in there. You saw a little bit of VO3 and some other video ones that produced those clips earlier. It not only creates the app, but it hosts the app on our server if you want, and that's where it defaults to, plus the page to sell it from. In other words, the page that the app is on itself, it comes up as an actual page, and you collect leads from that page if you want, and you collect payments from that page directly because you hook up your Stripe right into our app. Now, to local businesses is a place you could sell this, or you could sell this directly on social media, these apps that you produce, or you could sell them through ads, or you could sell them through sites like Warrior Plus, and we'll go over all that later. But what I really recommend that you do with this first and foremost, right off the bat, immediately, is give them away. This is the famous marketing guru, Neil Patel. Look what he says about building your business. He says, we give away many different software tools. Notice he said software tools for free, and it's how we generate more than 30,000 leads every month. Now, I watched his videos on this and I read his posts on this. And what he's saying is giving away ebooks and things like that just don't cut it. People want software, little software tools, and that's how you can get the lead most effectively. Now, I actually knew the same thing back in 2007. That's right. I guess you don't say 2007. It was 2007. Watch me. This is a young Todd Gross, as I discovered this just 1 year into my career, and I blew up my business doing that same exact thing, giving away pieces of software monthly. Watch this.
What if I was to tell you that you can get free internet marketing products that are new, fresh, and easy to download, and you don't have to, well, jump through hoops to get them? That's just one of the things that we actually are featuring at a site called freemonthlygift.com.
freemonthlygift.com. Basically, I came up with that idea with the help of my partner at the time, Derek Van Dyke. I went to another friend of mine. We set up a site. We had kind of an elaborate system where we gave away monthly AI tools, but they weren't AI tools yet because there was no AI. They were software tools. And the problem we had was we needed a programmer, or we needed private label rights products, and we eventually ran out of them. I started giving away things that weren't software. It wasn't as effective. And eventually I failed. It took a few years, but by that time I had grown my business so much that I had exploded. And that's how my internet marketing career was born. So if I could do it with that, you can too. Let's dive in. This is what the actual interface on the inside is going to look like. It's going to give you three choices. On the left is create via chat, where you just talk to the thing, and you'll see this in the demo in just a minute. Hang in there because the demo is really cool. And you can create from a template. Now, a template is very interesting. When you think templates, usually you think of things that are done. Well, they're actually not done. You're seconds away from finishing when you click on a template. You'll see that on the inside. You haven't deployed your app yet, but all the fields are filled in with all the things that need to be filled in. Then you just click through it and you change anything you want, and boom, you immediately come out with the app that was intended to be in the template. And you could change it from there and build off templates as well. Or you could create from scratch, which is actually similar to creating from a template, as you'll see, except all the fields are blank. Okay, so we have in there over 100 templates for you to use and enjoy. And those templates go across the entire spectrum of internet marketing and marketing in general. We're talking about, not just video and text apps, but we're also talking about, the ability to evaluate websites, the ability to produce newsletters. I mean, it's crazy how many templates we have in there that are already made for you to work off of right off the bat. We are dealing on the inside with some great integrations that you will be making. You'll integrate into OpenAI, Gemini, Fall.ai, Anthropic, Claude, of course, Replicate, and the ones that you will be likely using the most are the ones that don't really cost you anything, which would be Google Gemini and OpenAI. That's basically free Gemini, so you'll really enjoy using that on the inside, because your integrations are important so that everything is working. On the bottom right, you see Stripe in there. That means that your pay button will be in there when you want people to pay for your app. Integrating in terms of tips here, I want to talk about the best outputs and results you might be getting in general on OpenAI, but Gemini is really, really good as well, and Gemini is virtually free. So you don't have to really pay for Gemini whatsoever, and OpenAI is really cheap too. And the video, image, and audio apps that are in there, oh my goodness, it just gives you power. You can make powerful apps that are unbelievable with Replicate, and Fall.ai actually includes VO3 among others. So that's basically what you're using on the back end, because we're wrapping it all around. All right, so you want to see some examples of this. I've been rambling for too long. The first example I want to show you is how I created a video AI app solely from chatting. Okay, so let me show you what the chat looks like. So on the left-hand side of your screen, look how easy this is. It's ridiculous. In fact, I did this last night after the webinar, just before I went to sleep, so it only took me a few minutes. It says, hi there. Actually, it was a few seconds. Hi there, I'm your AI app creator. How can I help you to build your app today? Look what I wrote on the bottom. I wrote, please create a text-to-video app that can also function as an image-to-video app. So what I'm asking it to do is to produce an app that will allow people to write a description and video will come out. And I'm also asking it to produce an app at the same time that will produce a video from just an image that someone plugs in. So this is what the chat box looks like. You see how I was asking for a text to video and image to video app to be created there? Well, this is what it came up with. You're looking on the left-hand side, what the end user of the app would see. The app is asking for you, the end user, not you, but the person that you're selling the app to, the end user, it's asking them to choose between text to video or image to video. You see at the top how it says choose functionality, and then underneath it says video prompt, and underneath that it has a source image if you need to put an image in, and under that it says motion description, because if you put a source image in, it's going to want you to describe the motion. So there we are. Just from this, I was able to get this app, and then here's the result. Oh, this doesn't have audio in this clip, so I don't have to put it next to the microphone. This was a dancing cowboy next to a horse is what I asked for. That was a text prompt that I asked for. And then I asked for skunk and cat eating out of the same bowl at the same time. The reason I did that is I once had a cat, and I opened the door to the garage, and inside the garage, there was a skunk and my cat eating out of the bowl at the same time. It actually happened. I am not kidding. Here's the second example, text-based app created from a template. Let's get off the video for a second. Text-based stuff is really important. In this particular case, what I wanted to do is make a TikTok script generator. I used the other one here that I mentioned before. Let me just show you what I'm doing. I'm going through basically the things I showed you earlier. Remember I said there's 3 ways to produce it. One is to create via chat on the left. We did that already. Now we're looking at create from template. So this template had already existed, what I'm about to show you right now. So let me get back to that. Our example 2, text-based app created from an existing template. So this is the template. All it is a series of things that you would normally need to fill out, but it's pre-filled out for you. So for instance, on this page where it says app details, it's already filled out that you're producing a TikTok script generator. The description is already there. The app logo is already there. Everything is already there. All these things can be changed and customized, but if you just want to get straight to the app itself, all you have to do is click the next button on the bottom right. You see where it says next? So you just keep clicking that over and over again, and it will create the app right in front of your eyes. And this is the TikTok script genie that I made last night. This was around, I don't know, 1 in the morning I made this. So it's actually today that I made this. And notice I am now the end user looking at it. So I put Todd in for my name. I put my email address right under that. The video topic or idea I chose was the history of large solar storms and impact on Earth. Then I wrote, this is targeted towards astronomy enthusiasts. And then it asks a main message or hook. I wrote, we can end up with power outages and more from solar storms in the future. Why did I do that? Because I have a TikTok account. I wanted to produce an actual video script that I could read on my TikTok account, and I'm in the astronomy niche on TikTok. And look what it produced for me after I input those things. Opening shot, Todd stands in front of a dramatic backdrop of swirling solar flares with intense music playing softly in the background. And then I'm supposed to say this. Did you know that a solar storm could knock out power grids and disrupt our daily lives? And then it says, cut to a quick montage of historical images, telegraph lines sparking, people reading by candlelight, and a modern cityscape going dark. I'm going to tell you something funny in just a minute. Then I come back on and I say, in 1859, the Carrington event was the largest solar storm ever recorded. It lit up the skies and fried telegraph systems worldwide. Imagine that happening today. Okay, and it goes on from there. Why is that so important, what I just read to you? Because I actually made a TikTok that was almost word for word the same as what you just saw the AI produce. I actually already did this last year and got thousands and thousands of views from my TikTok about the Carrington event. Now notice I didn't tell it to talk about the Carrington event, which was the biggest solar storm the Earth has ever had in recent centuries. But it knew to put that in there. So I thought that was really cool. All right, let's go over a third example. This example is an image-based AI app where I created from scratch a hair color changer. So what I did is I went in here, okay, and it says create your AI app. And the app name that I put in was Virtual Hair Color Try-On. And the description of the app is I wanted to display hair colors virtually by uploading your photo and describing basically what the hair color should be. Now, I created that app. It's in there now as a template as well. It was adopted by Rohit and company. They liked it so much, but look what it does. The hair color changer created by me, now also a template. I took Jennifer Lawrence on the middle there, and notice I was able to make her hair brunette on the upper right, and I was able to make red hair on the lower left just by requesting that we see what she would look like with those alternate hair colors. That would be a great app to give away to build leads with or sell at a dime sale for a low cost. It's a lot of fun, and you'll be able to see me actually do that in the demo, which I'm going to show you right now. Now I'm going to check for any questions here. Yep, you guys are getting your questions answered in the question answer box. I appreciate it. Are you guys ready to see the demo? Because it's really, really cool. It's 20 minutes long, but it shows the inside and how I do all these things and just how easy it is to do them. Are you guys ready? Yes, Stephen, yes. Woohoo! Ready, Freddy, says Tony. All right, let me play that demo for you. Hopefully, GoToWebinar is going to be my friend today. Turn up your speakers just a little bit when I play this demo. Sometimes it's slightly low, the audio, once the demo rolls. And you can take the screen that's going to be popping up on your screen and enlarge it, I believe, in case it's not taking up the entire screen. This is going to be fun to watch. Here's the demo of AIWrappers on the inside. Okay, so here we are inside the dashboard of AIWrappers. First thing that I suggest you do is you go to, you could go to AI Creator and just start creating right off the bat something fresh and new, but why don't we go to My Apps instead, the second one down here, or the third one down, and that is going to show us something that we could do at the top. Now we can make this light or dark if we want. Let's create dark for a little more contrast right now. And rather than create via chat, which is the really easy way, where you just start talking, or create from scratch where you fill in some fields, let's create from a template. So when you use one that's already there, the template's already there, it throws you into basically the start from scratch mode, but everything is filled out for you. All right, so everything is basically done. Now we could go in through each one of these details and we could change things. But since it's already done, let's just blow through it. All right, so the app name has already been chosen. The description has already been chosen. The logo's already been chosen. So let's go to the next page. It shows which, for instance, model's been selected, so we can continue on to next. It shows what the interface is set up with in terms of the colors and all that kind of thing. We don't necessarily have to change that. And it shows how the access is right now set to free. We could put a password protected access, or we could go through a paid system by connecting your Stripe. And that means you could actually put a pay button on there if you want. But we're going to go with public and free, which is right now how it is set up. We could work on the captcha protection, like we can enable captcha, but we're not going to do that right now. We'll just blow through this, and we're going to not use our custom domain. We don't want to do that. We're going to just use a subdomain, so it will be actually hosted on our site, all right? And we're just going to hit publish. So it's already done. It is already done. Now, that's because it came off of a template where everything was filled in for you. And all we have to do is just copy this URL that it produced. And now what we do is we just go to, let's say, anything like Chrome, and paste it in. And this is the actual app. It's hosted on our site. It has several input. It wants our name, like Todd Gross, my email, toddwx@gmail.com. And the reason it's doing that, and that field was selected and chosen by our template, is because we want to capture someone's email when we give this app away. And the web page URL that we're going to analyze here, in this case, let's do Rohit's. RohitShah.com. Let's see what it says about his site. We'll hit generate. Okay, so here's the SEO analysis report for RohitShah.com. It says there is no meta description detected. The absence of a meta description means search engines may auto-generate one, which reduce click-through rates. Then it gives a recommendation. Meta keywords currently, none are present. Recommendations, no action needed, it says. Keyword usage, and it continues to analyze the site. Content quality, currently the homepage is extremely sparse, with only a name and a few social profile links. Rohit, you got to fix your site. Anyway, you get the point. This has, just a complete breakdown of how his site can be improved. All right. And we've done that through this app that we produced. And we can now offer this app as a freebie, or we can even sell it for a low cost, or we could use this to help local businesses, right? We could go to a local business and say, hey, would you like an analysis of your website? We will do that for free for you, and then we can work with you to improve your website. So that's just an example of one of the hundreds and hundreds and thousands of apps that you can produce. Now let's go to something more visual. Okay, so back at the dashboard, I want you to notice on the left-hand side of your screen, we have some really cool things such as integrations where you could connect with the AIs and your Stripe account. We have farther down, we have this, the Help Center. If I click on that as an example, notice that the integrations are completely trained for you, or in other words, we have the tutorials in there for you. For instance, here's the OpenAI integration, how to get your OpenAI API key. All that kind of stuff is there, and of course the tutorials for actually using this as well. We have best practices, we have getting started. It's all there on the left-hand side of the menu. Rather than getting bogged down with that right now, though, let's take you to making another app. Remember, I said a good place to start, in my opinion, is by clicking this third tab down, which is My Apps. The reason is, it gives me a choice whether to create via chat, create from a template like you saw me do just moments ago, or create from scratch. Create from scratch, I just want to show you, is very similar to creating from a template, except nothing is filled in. So you have to fill in the app details and that sort of thing. But this can all be automatically filled in by doing the one that makes this stand out above all the others, and that's create via chat. So to create a new app via chat, all you have to do is click Get Started. And let's do one that's more visual this time. So it says, "Hi there, I'm your AI app creator. How can I help you build your app today?" Well, I have a great idea. All right? I want to create an actual app that's going to allow us to change the hair color, all right, the actual hair color of a person. All right, so I have to give you a little tip. And the tip is that I actually did this previously, and it was so successful in terms of our beta testers that that is also now a template. But I'm going to show you how I did it. I said, I would like an app that will take a picture of a person and can change their hair color. All right? That's all I'm writing. And that's it. And now it's going to come up with a response. It says, "Great idea. We can produce an AI-powered tool that allows users to upload a picture and change the hair color. To get started, could you please provide more details on the following? What specific hair colors would you like to offer as options? All right? Do you have any specific design preferences, or would you like a logo?" All right, so as per your choice is what I'm going to write. I'm going to let it do the whole thing. And yes, include a logo. All right, so it's going to produce a logo. It's going to do the whole thing for me. And now I just have to click return. Okay, it says here's the configuration for your app that changes hair color. Your app is ready and everything is done. So let's click create. And now it is actually done. You can see the confetti falling, and it is on our server ready to go. It's deployed already, and we just copy that link, and let's put that link in another box, in a browser, paste and go. And here is, it created this just now. Just from what I wrote, it created this. So it says hair color changer, transform your look, easily change your hair color with our AI tool. Welcome to Hair Color Changer. Upload a photo. So we're going to upload a photo. I think some of you already saw that I found a photo of Jennifer Lawrence. So I'm going to upload that right there with blonde hair. And now I'm going to select, oh, it's giving me a choice of colors. Brown. I'm going to select brown hair and change the color. You see how it did that? Previously, when I created this last run, it didn't give me a choice of colors. It just said, what color do you want? And there she is with brown hair. That app is now done. Imagine you can actually go and sell that or give that away as a lead magnet right now. It's already done, and there it is. All right, so let's go back to the starting point that I like to go to, and that's My Apps on the left-hand side. Now, previously, what I was showing you was a different workspace. I was showing you the workspace where we were creating bonuses for the webinar that we're doing. And now I'm back to my testing workspace, which is actually my own account that I've been working on. So I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to show you a few of the things I've been working on, such as I created a logo creator last night. I created an email newsletter writer. I created a text to video creator. So one of the things you can do with this software is you could actually use VO3 in the back end of the software to produce videos. That's right, videos with speaking and music and all that kind of thing. However, that gets a little bit pricey. But I wanted to just try out that functionality to see if it worked. And indeed it did. I produced a VO3 video producer, which we'll look at. But I also realized that it's a little bit complicated for me to write the prompts for VO3. I know they should be rather detailed. So what am I going to do about that? Can I just go somewhere, look for a prompt creator? And I said, no, I don't need that. I could create one right here with AIWrappers. So that's exactly what I did. Let's preview my VO3 prompt creator. Now, remember, all I did is I just went into chat and I said, all right, chat, just produce a prompt producer for me that's going to help me to create detailed enough prompts so that VO3 will be able to give me great output. And when I did that, it produced this for me. So it needs a subject, for instance. It suggested all these fields. So the subject, in this case, we could write a young boy and girl at a... All right, we don't have to write the setting yet. Just a young boy and girl. A young boy, let's write 12 years old, and girl 10 years old with blonde hair, wearing jeans and a flannel shirt. And the boy, 12 years old with brown hair, wearing a t-shirt, gray, and jeans. Okay. So that's our subject. The setting, we're going to do a carnival scene. The dialogue, have the girl turn to the boy and say, I can't believe we were produced with AIWrappers. Music style, we want to do carnival music. Mood and atmosphere, festive. Additional details, have the girl eating cotton candy with some on her face. I'm trying to think of anything else. Now, I actually did this last night. It was very similar, but let's run this and see how it creates the prompt, right? So now I'm doing generate prompt. A young boy, 12 years old, with brown hair, wearing a gray t-shirt and jeans. All right, we wrote that. But now the setting is a vibrant and colorful carnival scene with various attractions, like a Ferris wheel, a merry-go-round, and game stalls in the background. I didn't write that. It wrote that. It remembered that that's the kind of thing you have in a carnival. The atmosphere is bustling with people and enjoying the festivities. The dialogue, just as we wrote it, but it says with a playful expression. She says, I can't believe we were produced with AIWrappers. The music style, upbeat and lively carnival music that complements the festive atmosphere with sounds of laughter and distant carnival rides enhancing the scene. The mood and the atmosphere, festive and joyful, capturing the excitement and fun of a day at the carnival. And additional details, the girl is holding a stick of cotton candy with some of the fluffy treat stuck to her face, adding a touch of humor and realism to the scene. The boy looks amused by her appearance, adding to the playful interaction between them. So you see how it added the kind of details that VO3 is able to capitalize on as one of the best AI video producers out there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to just copy all that, all right? Edit, copy. And now that I copied that, we could go in and actually plug this in. So here we are back at My Apps, and here's the actual VO3 video producer. It's going to want a prompt like that, so let's preview it. And it just asks for a video prompt. That's all it needs. And now that we have a good video prompt, we're going to just paste that in and then generate. So we click generate, and I'm not going to do it right now because I already just did it, and I came up with a result. And let's take a look at that result.
I can't believe we were created with an app produced by AIWrappers. Can I have a bit of that?
All right, so you get the idea. It produced the crowd in the background. It had her eating the cotton candy messily. You saw I added a little dialogue from the boy as well earlier. And here's another I produced last night.
Ain't had a decent beer in days. What's a cowboy got to do to get a cold one around here?
Okay, let's see how some of my other ones that I produced last night are working. Again, all these could be given away or sold. This was so easy to produce. I just said, come up with a logo producer for me, and it basically put everything in there. Welcome to the logo creator, logo description. Let's do what's our logo going to be for? Let's do a video-oriented logo. A video-oriented logo that features a camera or play button. Yeah, that's like a play button and a camera combined. You see how it did the vibrant colors, the play button, and the camera combined. So I'm going to save that one too and actually use it later. And finally, let's try to create something that I've never tried before, and that is facial hair remover, facial hair producer. You get the point. I want to change the amount of hair on somebody's face, and let's see if that works. All right, so this is totally off the cuff. I have not tried this before at all. Let's go into the dashboard. Again, I like to start with my apps. Create via chat. That's the one that I would like to do that with. Let's get started. I'd like to create an app that will add facial hair to someone's face. It should return an image of what the face will look like with varying amounts of facial hair. Let's see if it likes that. Okay, it says that sounds like a fun and creative app. To get started, I'll need a bit of information. The app name, I'm going to let it pick the name. App description, I'm going to let it pick the description. Facial hair options. Do you want to provide specific styles or types, such as beard, mustache, goatee? Yes, I'm going to ask it to do that. Image upload. That will users upload their own images, or will you provide sample images? I think I'm going to let the user actually upload their own image. They'll probably want to see what they look like with facial hair. Color theme, do you have any preference? No. Logo, would you like me to create the logo? As per your preferences, but number 3, as per your preferences, I'll let them pick it for number 3. And yes, create a logo. And let's see what it comes up with on its own. All right, it says, great, here's the configuration. Your app is set up to allow users to upload their photos and choose from different facial hairstyles. The logo has been generated and included in the configuration. If you need any changes or additional features, feel free and let me know. Okay, so we're looking on the right-hand side at the sample. So it's going to want us to upload a photograph and choose the facial hairstyle. Now, I don't know what's in the drop-down list until I generate the app. It may not be enough for me, so we'll see. Then we could always come back and edit it. So let's actually create the app now. It's already created, and we're going to copy. And now let's actually do a paste and go. And our facial hairstyler is done. It's transform your look. So let's upload the picture that I did before. This time, I'm going to do myself with no glasses on. All right. And now let's see how I look with a certain beard style. So we have beard, mustache, goatee, full beard. Let's do a beard and generate and see how it looks. And it did it. It gave me a darker beard than I would have liked. It didn't match my hair color exactly, but it did it. It shows what I would look like with a beard right there. Let's actually full screen that. Oh, it allows us to download the image now. So let's take a look. Yeah, I don't like myself with the beard. So we could continue to change this now. Now that we've achieved what we're trying to achieve, we could go in and we could ask for other changes, such as not fully grown in beard, right? Beard that matches the existing hair color, things of that nature. Or we could choose the different color of the beard. Now, another way to try to get better results, if you're not satisfied with how it is coming out, is to actually go back to the dashboard, pick Create from Template, and then choose a template that you can change. Okay, now let's go back in and let's take a look at some of the latest apps that have been coming to us now through the template. Okay, so we are going to create from template. We're just going to look at the templates. For instance, let's take a look at this new one, AI baby face generator. All right, we're going to deploy that, and we're going to just let it use everything that it would normally do on its own. So let's just scroll through everything, and it's just going to fill everything in for us. Remember, these are templates that then allow you to publish something separately. It's not going to change the template. It's going to change, if you make changes, only what you produce. So we produce something that basically is the same as all the suggestions from the template just now. We just copy that, and now we're going to paste and go, and we should have a baby face generator here. All right, so this one is gating us. It wants us to put in our name and email first. So Todd Gross, and then I'm going to put my email in here. And then I'm going to upload an image. And I'm going to give myself an image with, I think I'll give myself an image with sunglasses because that would make for a funny baby. And I'm going to write just as it's suggesting, generate baby version. Or describe specific traits. I'm going to generate baby version and see how I look as a baby. Come on, I didn't look like that as a baby. That is pretty funny, though. Funny indeed. Let me switch my screen back so you could see me. And I wanted to talk about a couple of things. First of all, what I wanted to show you was I also made an app based on one of the templates. It was Room Visualizer. And I'm going to show you something even better than this in the webinar in just about 10 minutes, right before we share the link to so that you could grab this amazing software. Because during the demo, I made an app in 40 seconds. I didn't just make the app. I make and tested the app in 40 seconds, and it's such a good app that I couldn't believe it. It almost brought tears to my eyes. And I'm going to show you that in about 10 minutes. But meanwhile, while I'm doing that, I just wanted to show you this one. One of the Room Visualizer apps is in there as a template. So this on the straight in front of you is an actual picture of a room upstairs in a loft. And then what I wanted to do is imagine that room if it had a futon in the back corner, if it had a railing instead of an improper railing like you see on the right, something that was proper, and a ping pong table in the middle, and a door on that little bathroom in the back. I wanted a barn door on it, and look what I got. I couldn't believe how well it finished the room off for me. You would think this is a photo, right? There's the futon in the back. We have right here the ping pong table in the middle, and there's a nice railing over here on the right. And it did the barn door. Again, that's with one of the apps that's already existing inside that you can deploy in just seconds. The other thing I wanted to tell you, in addition to the demo that we just did, is when I was getting ready to do that demo, I produced a couple of apps, as I think I mentioned in there. One was an app that actually would create prompts for the model VO3. All right, because VO3, of course, is that famous app that produces videos. So watch this video. I'm going to play it briefly for you. In the middle of it is where the cowboy comes in. And what I want you to watch is just how pro that video looks in terms of detail. And I'll stop it right after the cowboy part of the video. But then I want to show you the prompt that was created by the prompt creator that I had made inside AIWrappers.
I can't believe we were created with an app produced by AIWrappers.
Ain't had a decent beer in days. What's a cowboy got to do to get a cold one around here?
Okay, so that's what I wanted you to see, that little clip with the cowboy. And the reason I wanted you to see it is there was just so much detail in it. So this is the actual output that I got after putting in just a very sparse amount of information about what I was looking for from that video. Then this was the output I got. And then I made another app to produce videos like that. And I just plugged this from this app that I made that would produce the prompts for me. I plugged this into the other app I made, and that's how I got that cowboy video. Now, all this took, I'd say, about 15 minutes the other day. I first had to come up with the idea to produce the prompt. So this is, by the way, one of your bonuses for purchasing today is we're going to give you that actual VO3 prompt maker that I made the other night. And I'm a layman at this. Keep that in mind. But look at this. It gives the subject 45-year-old cowboy. That's what I had written. So there's nothing changed there. But now, as each thing, as you move down, it gets more and more complex to the point on additional details that really made this work. It says the bar is bustling with activity. I just said a bar. I didn't say bustling with activity. I said a bar with people. And in the background, a group of patrons dressed in period-appropriate attire engage in lively conversations and laughter. A couple of cowboys are playing cards at a nearby table, while a saloon girl serves drinks to a group of miners. All that was going on inside the video in the end when we plugged this in. Notice it wrote this actual prompt perfectly so that we'd get the output that we desired. And I thought that that was really, really cool. All right. What did you guys think of the demo so far, by the way? What did you think of what you saw on the inside and the ease of use? Remember, talk with me, be as proactive as possible. We'll reward somebody who is later in the webinar. And Luann, if you could pay attention, and Shannon, if you could watch, that would be great as to who is really being interactive. Charles says, mind blown. Amazing. Love it. Absolutely wonderful. Awesome. So cool. Thank you, Renee, Sandra, Catherine, Tony, Keith, Stephen, Roy. Wow. A lot of people. Thank you. I'm Bob, Charles, Tanya, Christine, Elaine. All right. Now, let's continue by talking about what kind of apps this actually makes. You've seen me do a lot of image apps and video apps, but to tell you the truth, there's really much, much more to it, as I've said all along. There's also newsletter and blog creators, like I showed you before when I made that TikTok script. We also made an actual pickleball blog the other day, and it came out wonderfully. We talked about, we asked it to just do a chapter or a blog post on dinking. You know, that's all we did. We just said, do a blog post on dinking. And any of you that play pickleball knows what dinking is. It's when you lightly hit it over the net into what's called the kitchen. But there's so much to it. There's so much strategy to it. And it knew every piece of strategy in the blog post that it created. It was a newsletter post. I was just so blown away by that. Then, of course, voice narrators. I haven't played much with the voice yet. I'm going to be doing that. I really am eager to dive in there with the voice stuff. We have video creators, as you know, resume builders, product description writers, language translators, virtual try-ons, and boy, we're going to really dive into that in a minute. Mood-based quote generators, interior design idea apps. We just looked at those photos I showed you a moment ago of the loft and how I was able to take that loft and put things into the loft. We also have an interior design suggestion one, which creates all the items for you. So I could have shown a picture of that loft and it would have automatically populated it with what it thinks best. And photo editing apps, and I'll give you a hint. In a couple of minutes, I'm going to go in and do a demo live, and I just did a photo editing app that blew me away. As I told you, it almost brought tears to my eyes. Just a little bit of best practices. Use clear and direct language. Experiment. Sometimes small tweaks leads to better tools. Try changing the wording of your request, perhaps. Test different AI models such as GPT, Claude, Gemini, etc. And remix successful apps by adding new twists and additions. I think I have an example of that right here. Yeah. Okay, so this app originally didn't have the ability to do two things at once. I showed you this one earlier. This was my text to video creator that I produced on my own real quickly just by asking it. And what I did was originally I had a text to video app and I had an image to video app. In my text to video app, I went back in and I asked to add the ability to also flip-flop between the two, text to video or image to video. And notice at the top, it added that. It added choose functionality. I didn't request that. The AI thought of that as an idea. So it's a conditional response as to what you're going to do below it. So in this case, I wrote video from image, so I could now put an image in and then write a description of that image below it. I thought that was fantastic that it had thought that up on its own. That's an example of how you could tweak. All right, other best practices. The traits of high converting tools are pretty obvious. It brings instant value when a user gets something right away that's cool or useful. Now, remember, I said in a moment, I'm going to go back in and do another demo. I'm so excited to show you because it really fits that. There's a clear purpose. Yep, the tool rewrites. Let's say your Instagram blog is clearer than saying AI marketing assistant. You got to give it a clear task and think shareable, something that someone would be excited about and want to show one of their family members or friends. All right. Think about that when you make apps. And now let's talk about how to monetize and build your business with these apps. You could sell them to local businesses. And boy, I'm going to give you an example that will blow your socks off in just a moment. You could sell them directly on social media. And it doesn't have to be a lot of money. You're getting their email address at the same time, right? You could sell them through ads. You could sell them through Google search. For instance, the one that I'm going to make in just a few minutes in front of your eyes would be perfect for Google search because people would actually be searching for it. You could sell them through sites like Warrior Plus. Now, that's a really interesting thought. One of my joint venture partners is Tony Hayes. He's a marketing genius. He's got a whole group of people that are so allegiant to him because he helps them be very successful. And he says, previously, I've spent $200 per month creating between 1 and 5 AI tools per day. My students are making thousands on Warrior Plus. Now, Warrior Plus is an actual place where you can sell apps. Give me a 1 in the chat box if you know what Warrior Plus is, and give me a 2 if you don't, because I'm going to be talking about it on and off in the next few minutes. A 1 if you know what it is, and a 2 if you don't. Well, unlike yesterday's crowd, you guys know what it is. So I'm really pleased about that because if we take a look at Warrior Plus in front of us right here, this is the top 10 products from yesterday. And so many of them are like an AI app that you could produce. Look at number 9. Do you know how long it would take for you to produce this one, number 9, 336 prompts for illustrated Bible stories for young children? That would take you less than a minute to create. And I just was blown away at that so many of these products we're looking at right here. Look at this, like number 3 is KDP Magic Covers. I mean, those are like ebook covers or something like that. It's just unbelievable how many things you'd be able to post on Warrior Plus that you have at your fingertips immediately upon getting this today. But it's not just about selling. No, not at all. It's about building your business. Like when I showed you my free monthly gift early on, you could use the AI tools to improve your own business. First of all, your own SEO website analysis, your own video creation, right? You could use clips, make videos from them. You may be doing this in your business already. You could give away as bonuses on the back of other stuff. Now, how would you do that? You'd go to another vendor and say, hey, I got a great bonus that you can be giving away to make your product seem even better. And then what you do is you'd collect the email every time somebody uses that bonus app, right? You could just give it away, and then you'll be getting all those emails. You could give away AI tools to build your list in general. You could sell then other AI tools that you make to the same list that you create. That's what I did. That's how I was successful, but I didn't have the AI helping me out. I had to hire people, or I had to find products that already existed to do this. You could sell other related software as an affiliate to that list, as a matter of fact, as well. In other words, not only can you sell directly your AI apps, but now let's say you got involved with a place like Warrior Plus or JV Zoo. Now that you have a list, you can be an affiliate for other products with larger AI things that people are producing. For instance, you could perhaps send out notice about this, about AIWrappers, although we have resellers for you, which you'll hear about. So building your business is, key here. But I really wanted to step back and show you the local business angle. And one of the local business angles that we thought of, and I have to actually give credit to my friend Mike for this. He thought this up, and it's just beautiful, is you could actually go to a clothing boutique as an example. Let's say you had one in your town, and you look online for them, and you notice that they're displaying the clothes that they have. You can actually sell to them on a monthly basis the use of your clothing try-on app. There is the real clothing try-on app is right in there, and to do it, all you have to do is you take a picture, like remember our Jennifer Lawrence picture from earlier, and then there's a picture of a peasant blouse that I took right there in the middle, and that's an actual photo from my camera. And then just in the app, I just said, I want to try that piece of clothing on Jennifer Lawrence and see how she looks. And on the right-hand side, you see exactly how she looks. Imagine going to a clothing boutique and saying, hey, you can have this on your website. You can have a link to this on your website so that people can try on the clothes in your store as they browse right through the store, the items in your store. Imagine that. So that's just an example of how you could monetize this on a regular monthly basis. Now, making free and paid tools to test your monetization, obviously. But remember, you could build your list with freebies and then sell the paid tools to that same list, as I mentioned before. And on the inside, you could use AIWrappers usage analytics. Once you create the app, there's usage analytics right in there, and you can see which performs better. And not only that, but you can collect the leads right inside each one of your apps that way, and then those leads will be produced in a CSV file. And the CSV file, of course, you can import into your autoresponder, and you could send out emails to them right from there. So that's basically how to monetize AIWrappers and build your business. But what makes this different, better than anything else that you've seen before? Well, first of all, everything is built in here. So it's not just the app creation. So we know of other ones that are out there that cost $200 a month. That's how much it costs. Okay. But ours, we have the app creation. We're hosted on the inside. The payments are hooked up on the inside. The analytics are there. And the list building is all there. It's all wrapped up into one. You have one-line chat prompts, of course, in over 50 languages, meaning you could just talk to this just by asking it, verbally, like you saw me do. Then we have white label for all the apps, meaning you rebrand the ones that are already in there your way, and the ones you make, You can make them your way, with your name on them, with your colors, with the things that you want to have asked, back and forth. In other words, you could change the buttons, what's written on the buttons, etc., the colors, the style, the text. And of course, the editable templates are the big deal here because they can be deployed literally in 15 to 20 seconds. Just can't wait to show you what I just did. Plus, the one-time cost is way less than other wrappers. As I mentioned, way, way less than $200 a month. You only have a one-time fee here. And they're also very secure and scalable, ready for real use. Like every AI wrapper you produce is protected. Secure API handling, the keys are safe, isolated app execution. The apps run in a safe, sandboxed environments. The tech people out there know what I'm talking about. Automatic scaling. Your apps auto-scale with demand. There's no setup needed. All right. I've been trying to get to this because I want to show you the inside one last time before we send you to the special launch offer, which I'll be doing in about 4 minutes from now. So hang in there. I'm sure you'll want to see this second demo. It's live. Let me grab it. As you know, I've been very excited about something I did while the demo was playing before, and I want to show you what it was. So what I like to do is, as you know, go to the third tab down, which says My Apps. And then I could create whether I want to, or I could look and see whether I want to just create the app on the upper left, create via chat. That's the easy way to do it. Create from scratch, which is the non-easy way to do it, or create from a template, which of course is easy to do. So let's click that. Now, when I scrolled down and looked at the templates, I saw AI Photo Colorizer. It's already in there. So basically, I wanted to deploy that and watch. You could start with a stopwatch now and watch how fast this runs. I didn't make any changes though, okay? I just deployed it. So basically, here's your AI application. Here's the name. That's fine. The description is fine. I'm going to go with this logo. It's picked this particular Replicate Flux Context Pro AI. That's fine. And next, everything in terms of the generate buttons and all that stuff, that's fine. I'm just going to go with it. And capture protection, I'm just going to call this public for free right now. I'm not going to password protect it or charge money for it. I'm just going to make this free. That's fine. And I'm going to let it make its own subdomain so that it hosts on our server. That's fine. So it's ready to publish. And now it's done. So we now have an AI photo colorizer live. It's already done. So I'm copying the link. I'm going to now post that link and go to it. And this is the app. It's done. Now let's actually use it. Remember, I said I did this a few minutes ago, and the reason I got such a quick kick out of it is because of how quickly it was able to give me a really good result. So I'm going to put my email in there. Remember, it's collecting the names and emails of folks as they use your app. And now I'm going to click or upload or drag, let's see, a picture. So I need to go into my desktop and pick a black and white picture. So what do we have here? We have a picture of me actually from 1972. 1972 on the right-hand side. You'll see that when I colorize it. It says editing instructions. I'll just write natural colorization like it's suggesting. Natural colorization. And now we're going to generate it. And we're going to wait a few moments, and then it's going to produce a photo. Hopefully, it will colorize it as good as it did before for me. And there it is. What do you guys think about this particular app that I created in seconds? We took a black and white photo from 1972. I'm on the right with sideburns that are down below my chin. Can you believe what you just saw done in 60 seconds? You can own this capability. You can have this power. And that's where we are today. All right, that was our second live demo. Let's talk about how you can get your hands on that. Can't believe that picture of me. All right, special launch offer is what we got for you today. Now, there's a couple of ways you could do this. We suggest that you wouldn't really want to get just the commercial version because it's limited to basically 10 AI apps, um, 5 AI chat messages per day, I should say, which means you can only go back and forth a few times when you're asking questions. You'd get 5 workspaces, 2 custom domains, and 1 year of hosting. But what we want to do is package a whole bunch of things together for you for this webinar. So not only would you get that, but you'd get what normally would be in our first upgrade, where we unlock all the pro models as well. Those are those image and video models. We'll unlock 20 pro templates immediately as well. So you'll have like 120 templates instead of 100. And then you get an additional 10 pro templates per month for 12 months and 1 year of future updates as we make the changes. And you get 10 AI chat messages a day, which means you can actually go back and forth. You still get 10 apps per day to make. Now, the AIWrappers Platinum, that's also going to be included in our package, means you can control the usage of your apps. Now, remember, you have apps in the back end that are going to be actually charging you money for when people use it. I have to admit that, but most of these that you select can be free. You could use Gemini, or you could use OpenAI, which is nearly free, and it won't cost very much for you at all, pennies. But if you do want to use some of the AIs that are in there that may cost a little bit more money, then what happens is you have to consider that you are getting the value of the lead that you're getting, or you're getting the value because of the money you get for the charge that you're going to charge for your app. But you could control the usage to keep your costs way down. All right. And that's in there with our second upgrade. And that's included in the package that we put together. We also have that capture protection against spam and bots. You'll be getting that when you get the package. You get the full usage history, including the user inputs and AI outputs, and of course, the CSV file with everybody's name. And you could remove the AIWrappers branding entirely when you get that second upgrade. In other words, it won't say produced by AIWrappers. It'll say produced by Todd, or whatever your name is. And you're also going to be getting the agency, which is going to help you tons in selling those local and even some online clients, with unlimited workspaces and 10 additional custom domains and done for you assets and a landing page as well, so that you could wrap in those customers and get them to purchase from you. And you also get this, the reseller's license. You could resell everything that I just mentioned above. You get 50 reseller accounts because of the package that we put. So not only can you sell the apps you make, but you can sell AIWrappers itself to 50 people. That's right. And you can actually purchase as many 50 count packages as you want. And we'll talk about that later in the webinar, which is coming to a conclusion, so it's not far away. But today we're offering not those things individually, but something better. It's the bundle, of course. All those things I just talked about are together included, wrapped up into one. Just like AIWrappers wraps up all the AIs, we've wrapped all those things into a bundle that you could get today. That is the commercial, the pro, the platinum, the agency, and the reseller, 50 licenses all included. Isn't that crazy? Now, in addition to the bundle, if you really want to go crazy with this, which you guys really should do, we have a mega unlimited bump on the inside. And the first 25 people to get the mega unlimited bump will be getting a very special bonus where we'll actually set up your first app for you. 25 people. So get ready to grab that bump so that you'll be one of the first 25. When I say we'll set it up for you, I mean we'll set it up for you, so you don't have to think at all. You just give us your idea, and even if it's a little bit more complicated, we'll discuss that back and forth with you. We'll hone in on it, and we'll do all the chatting back and forth to make sure that it's produced absolutely correctly. Now, you know how easy it is to produce these, but if your idea is just a little bit more complicated, then we'll help you do that for your first actual app. How about that? So With that in mind, are you guys ready to grab AIWrappers, the bundle, and of course the unlimited bump? I want to hear from you. If you are ready to see that buy link, let me know. And the reason I'm stalling for just a second is to get you guys back to the keyboard. Yep, I've got some readies. We have Tanya and Jerry and Renee. Let's go, Todd, says Charles. Oh, yes, sure, yes, ready, let's go. Woohoo, says Lily, and whoop, whoop, says Tony. Thank you, I appreciate that. And here we go. AIWrappers bundle. This is all it costs for all those things because you're using a special coupon AI bundle. It's $188 at toddsuggests.com/AIW. Go now. And remember, when you get there at toddsuggests.com/AIW, you are also going to pick this up if you want to be one of those first 25 to get your app done for you and to give you the superpower of having unlimited apps, unlimited messages, unlimited custom domains where you collect unlimited leads, and 3 years of unlimited hosting. That's a one-time only charge for something that obviously is going to tax our system quite a bit, but we figured it out and we should be fine if we price that at $297 for you for the unlimited. Now, on the inside, don't forget, you see on the bottom left there where it says payment options on the bottom left, look closely. That's where you need to put an AI bundle so that you don't go paying that $268. You pay the $188. All right. That's on the bottom left. And above that is where that bump is. If you check that box right there where it says AIWrappers Mega Unlimited for $297, right there. Okay, that is what you have to do. You have to check that so that you could get that as well and be one of the first 25. Yeah, let's just focus in on that a little bit more. There's that AIWrappers Mega Unlimited. It's just a checkbox. And again, the Fast Start VIP bonus, it's the done for you AI app setup. The first 25. Now, we did sell out of these last night completely. So if you got sold out and that's why you're here today, then obviously grab it because it could sell out again. The first 25 Mega Unlimited buyers will set up your first app for you. Now, as a special bonus for attending the AIWrappers webinar and grabbing the Mega Unlimited, this is how it works. We'll personally set up your first AI app inside your own AIWrappers account with your branding, your idea, and your use case. You can make it a little bit more complex if you want, since we will help you. There's no setup stress. Just send us what you want. We'll build the first one for you, but this is strictly limited to the first 25 people who grab the Mega Unlimited during the live webinar. And we have bonuses for you as well. And then in just a moment, I'm going to be getting to some of those cash reimbursement prizes. The bonuses that you are getting were made with AIWrappers, including my very own VO3 prompt writer app. I made it. I showed it to you earlier in the webinar, and it will be yours as a bonus for purchasing. And if you forgot what it looks like, it produces copy like this. Remember when I read you those additional details on the bottom? The bar is bustling with activity. In the background, a group of patrons dressed in period-appropriate attire. Remember all that? Okay. And also for purchasing, a brand icon generator. In other words, create app logos in 60 seconds. We're giving you that as well as a bonus. And we're giving you the AI explainer video script generator. You know what explainer videos are. They're a specific kind of video that's proven to be very successful. That will produce the script for them after you fill in some of the blanks. And we're giving you the AI pricing strategy assistant, also created with AIWrappers. That is going to be yours as a bonus. And the app landing page copy generator, also as a bonus for purchasing. But the best bonus of all, you ready? You're not going to believe this. You're holding on to your hats? This one. I will promote your AI tool on Warrior Plus only for webinar attendees, subject to our approval, meaning you have to go back and forth a little bit with us so that we approve of the subject. That's the type of thing our list might be interested in, etc. But could you imagine if I promoted you on Warrior Plus, how you'd get such a quick start? And it's yourgreenscreenguy@gmail.com. That's our email to discuss this with. But yes, I will promote your app once you get on Warrior Plus and put it on there. That's the bonus for purchasing AI wrappers. Even if you don't get the unlimited, I will do that for you. After you buy the bundle, we are offering an opportunity to purchase additional reseller accounts as well, because some of you just like that idea of reselling the software itself. And again, ask for the link in the question answer box after making your initial purchase if you want additional reseller accounts. And here it is, the AI Wrappers bundle. It's at toddsuggests.com/AIW. And thank you, so many of you have hung on this webinar. Very few have left. And I am so excited that you're here and that you're getting this. And we're going to let you know how many are left, by the way, of those special upgrades, the 25 that we're going to be giving you in terms of making your apps for you. I'm going to go over that with you in just a minute after we do our actual prize giveaway. Now, additional costs. Yeah, there are some ongoing costs, but not from us. It depends on which AI model you use. I explained this before. It depends on the amount of usage by you and your users. But from what we've tested, your monthly cost should be under a few dollars for text-based apps. For image and video apps, the costs, depending on what you use, may be higher. So for instance, I would not utilize VO3 at this time to make an app unless I was making a good app and getting a lot of money for it. So even though I showed off that it can use VO3, VO3's price is destined to come down shortly, but it hasn't yet. And therefore, you have to be careful with something like VO3. All right, so I just wanted to warn you about that, but the cost is very reasonable, but there are some ongoing costs, low costs for, let's say, the text-based apps and things like that, which you should be able to handle easily because you get an email address, again, when you give these away, and you get, of course, the actual money from people when you sell them. But no ongoing costs from us. And there are instructions on the inside, really good instructions you saw on making the integrations so that everything is going to work smoothly for you. Now, for the contest, while you're going in there and doing toddsuggests.com/AIW, we're going to do that coupon AI bundle. Don't forget, while you're doing that, let's talk about a contest. First of all, I'm going to go through this. Luann, if you're there, if you could come back for just a moment and help answer some questions while I pick who I think was one of the most proactive today. And I'm going to announce a winner for $50 reimbursement of your purchase to that person in just a moment. And then I have a trivia question from earlier in the webinar, and we'll be doing a cash reimbursement for those of you, or at least one of you, that gets the right answer to that. Luann, are you there?
I am here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. The contest is coming. Everybody come back because I am going to ask a question. So we're doing two $50 reimbursements in a row right after you chat with Luann right now with your questions. Okay. So I am going to be doing that. I will be right back. I'm looking over folks who may have been more proactive. Take it away, Luann. I'll be right back in like 1 minute.
Okay. All right. We have so many fantastic questions coming in this morning. You're keeping us really busy answering all of you. And thank you for your patience as we go through all these questions. CTF, is the hosting for the bundle. I'm not, hosting is included with the bundle, if that's what you're asking. If you buy the bundle, you're going to get 2 years of hosting. If you buy the unlimited, you will get 3 years of hosting on our servers. So we host the app, and you can use either our subdomains, or you can use your own custom domain to share the app with others. Charles, okay, I'm not following exactly what you're asking. You said I don't remember the details from the first webinar. But if I answered your question, I hope so. But you can, the contest is coming up. Yes, it is. After 2 years of hosting, Sam, or 3 years, just don't worry about those things. We've had a lot of people asking that same question: what happens? And I'm not sure why everybody focuses on that. What you need to concentrate on right now is that the hosting is done by us, and you get out there, create those apps of yours, start sharing them with others, start gathering your leads, and start making some money. And whatever you make will certainly more than cover the hosting cost at some future time. So the focus needs to be on creating your apps and getting them out there.
Okay, don't go anywhere, folks. We've got money for you. All right, so we have a winner for the most proactive. Actually, it's like a tie among so many people, but I had to choose just one. It was so tough. And what I'm going to do is announce that name, and then I need you to write to us at yourgreenscreenguy@gmail.com. I'm going to write that on the bottom here, as a matter of fact. Email. And we need you to send your receipt for purchase, whether it's the bundle or whether it's the bundle and the mega. It doesn't matter either way. Your green screen guy at gmail.com. I will fix that. There we go. All right. Excuse the fact that I'm not great at writing in there, but there's the email, your green screen guy at gmail.com. The winner is Elaine or Alan. That is from France. You are the winner. Thank you so much for everything that you've done. You've been answering and helping us through the entire webinar from the very beginning to the very end. And I know so many of you have been and have been so enthusiastic about the product. And I really, really appreciate it. So what I'm going to do is this. If you have already purchased, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask in just a moment for you to write what it is that you purchased, whether it was the bundle, whether you got the bundle and the mega. So get ready. Don't do it yet, because then from that list of people, I'm also going to pick from somebody who is going to get a $50 reimbursement from that list as well. But Elaine, Alan, I need you to write to us at yourgreenscreenguy@gmail.com as pictured on the bottom of your screen. We'll also put it in chat. If you could put it in chat, Luann, I'm not sure it's there.
It is.
Okay, great. And if you could send us your PayPal email and your receipt for purchase. Okay, I'm going to select another from this list. If you purchased, tell us what you purchased and tell us what you purchased and tell us that you're in or whatever. Just post it now, right in the question answer box. And I want to just see how many people have already done it today. Okay, so purchase what you've got right now in the question answer box. And from the list of people, all right, all right, you're still typing in there, so I have to give you a second. Hold on. All right. From that list of people, what you purchased, I am now going to pick another $50 reimbursement. Hang in there. My computer is playing tricks on me. Literally, my computer's playing tricks on me. All right. I have picked somebody. I did this randomly, okay? It's just a completely random. I'd say there's about 50 people put that you purchased. I really appreciate that. I wasn't expecting so many so quickly. But the winner on this one, picked randomly, is Rob Horntline. Rob Horntline, congratulations. $50 goes to you. That's wonderful. You got the bundle. $50 goes back to you, right to your green screen guy at gmail.com. Your green screen guy at gmail.com with your PayPal email and your receipt for purchase that comes to you in your email after you purchase. And we will get $50 back to you as well. Let me write your name down. Rob Horntline.
And I also posted that on Rob in the chat too.
All right, great. And Luann, I'm going to give it back to you to answer some more questions. And I'm going to have a third contest, believe it or not, based on a question from something that I mentioned early in the webinar. And that's coming up in just 1 minute. I'm just getting that ready now. If you could take over the questions while I do that, Luann.
Okay, fine. Sandra, we'll let you know. Shannon, I'm going to flag her to let for you to check to make sure Sandra knows if she was in the first 25. And honestly, GoTo has scrolled so far because of all your wonderful answers that I don't have the actual questions. I've got to scroll back here. See if I missed anything. If you have any questions that we have not answered so far, please put them back in the chat so that I can catch up with those and don't miss anything. Sandra also asked if it was possible to show the bonuses again. Oh, Jim, yes, we can share the link with you for the additional 50 reseller license. If anybody else needs that link for additional reseller license, please post in the questions box and we'll give you the link for that. And someone else asked about whether we have an affiliate program, and of course we do. If you are already an affiliate of JB Zoo, all you need to do is ask for approval and let me know. I am the JB manager as well as everything else. Just write to me at your greenscreenguy@gmail.com. That email is in the chat. And let me know that you've requested approval. If you are not an affiliate, just write to me at your green screen guy, and I will give you details on how to become an affiliate. I can't imagine a better product than this to be promoting, especially if it's your first time. So. Stephen, congratulations. Scott, yes, indeed. I've got the link for you for the reseller. And Brad, there is the link right there for the reseller. Todd, can you scroll back to what is included in the bundle package?
Sure. I'm going to do that in just a sec.
Okay. Yes, Jim. You send your receipts. That's correct. You got it. Charles, yes, you get 50 free reseller license included in the bundle, not in the mega, but in the bundle. And if you want additional 50 reseller licenses, then we'll give you the link for you to purchase, and you may purchase as many of the 50 packages as you want to.
Okay, so Luann, we have it right here, and it includes everything that was commercial, pro, platinum, agency, and 50 reseller licenses, but that's not really all that helpful. So I'll go back over it. The basic package, which we call the commercial or front end, would be you could build up to 10 AI apps per day. But that includes just 5 AI chat messages per day and 5 workspaces, 2 custom domains, and 1 year of hosting. But the bundle includes the first upgrade, which is unlocking the pro models, which are the image and video, the really high-end image and the video models, and also unlocking 20 additional templates immediately. I think that one that I showed you where I colorized as an example, I think that's one of the pro templates. Additional 10 pro templates per month as well for 12 months. So that's another 120. And those templates can be changed on the inside so that you can actually do other things with those templates, which really makes it even easier to produce apps that are already been made or at least templated out so that it's easy to make them. The next thing is the second upgrade is also included where you have more control, like you could put a CAPTCHA to protect against spam and bots, and you have the full usage history, including the user input and outputs to look at, and you could remove totally any remnant of where it says powered by AI wrappers. That's if you get that second upgrade, which you will because you're getting this as part of the package. The next thing that's in the package is you also getting unlimited workspaces, okay, rather than being limited to just 5. And you could connect 10 additional custom domains with 20 additional agency templates. Now that means that you could really utilize this, of course, to sell to other clients. All right, that's basically what this is. In fact, we give you a done for you landing page just for that purpose as part of the agency, which is the third upgrade. The fourth upgrade is easy to understand. You could just resell this to 50 people, and that's so cool. You could sell this product and take 100% of the profit by selling it to 50 people, and you're selling the product plus upgrades 1, 2, and 3 with it. So you could charge the bundle price, right? You could charge around $200, $188, $268 as well. So a couple $100 times 50 people, that's $10,000, and how alluring this product is. And that's all wrapped up in the bundle, and I hope that answered your question. Then beyond the bundle, of course, those of you, we are suggesting that you get this, the Mega Unlimited, to make it so that you can just have unlimited numbers of apps, unlimited messages with the chat, and unlimited custom domains to collect unlimited leads with 3 years of hosting. And one of the reasons we're suggesting you get that is because of the first 25, and I have to check in with Shannon. Shannon, get ready. I'm going to check in with you to see how many are left. But our fast start VIP bonus for getting the 25 Mega Unlimited buyers is to actually set up your app, your first app for you, meaning you could make one that's a little bit more complicated than you were thinking, and therefore we'll help you with it on your first app. We'll actually discuss this and go back and forth with you and get you up and running on your very first app. And that's if you get that Mega Unlimited. There is another special bonus that I wanted to point out for getting anything today, whether it's the bundle or the Mega Unlimited. And that special bonus is that I am actually going to promote you on Warrior Plus after discussing that with you. And that's this bonus right here. I'll promote your AI tool on Warrior Plus. If you can get your product up on there, that's only for webinar attendees today, which means just a few minutes more to get that. That's subject to our approval, meaning it should be an app that's something that would interest our list. Our list is interested in video and working with local businesses, and our list is interested in AI tools. So it would likely fit right in there. But we'll go over it with you back and forth a little bit by you writing to yourgreenscreenguy@gmail.com, and then we'll promote your product and get your business started for you. That's even if you just get the regular bundle as well. So with all that said, Shannon, did you get my request? Come on in and let us know how many we have left in terms of that special bonus that we have, the fast start. Luann, is he taking care of his baby right now?
Oh,
Little
I'm
Greer.
talking.
All right.
I'm
Shannon,
multitasking.
you missed your entry, so I'm going to do the
I'm
checking
sorry.
while Luann answers questions, and I'll get right back on and let people know how many left.
Yeah, it's been one of those days. We're all multitasking here. Uh, Greg, congratulations. Purchase bundle and Mega Unlimited. Calvin, it's 10 apps per day, and then you can come right back the next day and build 10 more apps. And they do not roll over. And I think I'm go to keep scrolling backwards, so I think I'm missing some things, making sure that I'm current. Jerry, your bonuses are included on the thank you page. Please make sure that all of you stop on the thank you page once you complete your purchase. On the thank you page is the support link and the bonus link, and also your login, just in case you do not receive your login. And if you do need help with your login, you can also please write to support, and the email, the support desk link is in the chat. Please open up a ticket and they'll get your login details to you right away. We've had just a few people saying they didn't receive their login today. We had more of a problem last night for some reason. I don't know. And it happens on every single webinar or every single launch. Yes, Randy, your apps can be edited after they are done. The thank you page, Tanya, yeah, you should have seen it as you completed your purchase. I will post that for you right there, just in case.
And don't forget, everyone, we have the contest coming back at you for $50 reimbursement in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. And I do have an answer to the question of how many are left. I'm sorry, I think I interrupted you, Luann.
That's all right. No, it's all right. I'm posting. People are asking about the thank you page. So Catherine, I just posted that for you.
Okay, and listen, guys, we have run out of the first 25 Mega Unlimited buyers bonus. That was the fast start bonus where we set it up for you. We just ran out. We've gone 3 over. So we'll honor everything that's gone to this point. I'll try to open up another 5, but I can't do that without talking to Shannon. So hang in there. If you want that fast start VIP bonus, if you want to be one of those that gets the app set up for you, hold on. I'll check if we can open up another 5. Right now, as of now, it's closed. That doesn't mean you can't get the you can't purchase. It just means that you wouldn't be able to get your app set up for you unless I reopen this, but we are out right now. Okay, AIWrappers bundle, that's 188 with the coupon. Don't forget to use the coupon. It's at toddsuggest.com/AIW. Let's go to the contest again. Remember, you're going to use the email below. yourgreenscreenguy@gmail.com is where you're going to write with your PayPal email, and you're also going to write, of course, with your receipt. That's where you're going to send it. All right, here's the question. Some of you have an advantage on this one, and I'm going to let you keep that advantage, but then I'm going to pick randomly. Early in the webinar, I mentioned that I started big time by producing a site, and that site was called what? Where I gave away apps at regular intervals. What was the name of that site? From the correct answers, I am going to pick one person and give you a $50 reimbursement. Come on back to your keyboard. I'm going to ask the question again. This is the contest, folks. Come on back. I'm going to give you a chance. I haven't taken a random person yet. Early in the webinar, I mentioned that I, in 2007, created a membership where people would get apps every single month. And I was toiling and troubling and having problems keeping up with it. And I eventually had to move away from software apps. And I was so upset about that. What was the name of that site? The exact name of that site. Okay, I'm going to pick randomly.
They were answering you before you even got the whole question out.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, there's a lot of close ones. I still haven't selected because so far I have not got the right answer. Oh my God. There are so many close ones. Okay. Oh man. Okay, the correct answer, about 20 of you did end up getting it. So many of you got very close on it. Is going to go to Brad, B-R-A-D, Brad. If you could send that, congratulations, Brad. $50 reimbursement off your purchase today. $50 off, whether it was for the bundle or whether it was for the bundle plus the special upgrade for, unlimited. Either way, $50 goes back to you. Write to us at yourgreenscreenguy@gmail.com, and we'll be happy to reimburse you. Make sure to include your receipt and your PayPal email. This comes straight from my PayPal account. It's funny because Luann goes in there and then she sends it out from my PayPal account. And I always say, Luann, why did you just send money from my PayPal account? Because remember the contest? And we do it pretty quick too, because if I don't, Luann gets mad at me. So that's Brad is the third winner for today. Just to go over who won, earlier it was Elaine or Alan, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, Alain, and then Rob Hortline, and now, of course, Brad. Beautiful.
If you have any more questions that we have not covered so far, please put them in the chat so we can answer you.
And remember, we're trying to get some more of these opened up for you. A special bonus for getting the mega bundle. If you get that mega bump, then those that already purchased the mega bump get that first app set up free, but we're all out of that. So I am trying to communicate while Luann answers questions. I'm trying to communicate with Rohit and Shannon whether I could get more for you.
Hi, Todd.
Yes,
Rohit
Dinesh.
is, yeah, Rohit is saying we already got lot of requests to build the app. So yeah, we already have flooded up with support mails. So people wants their first app need to be done. So yeah, if you want, then maximum 5. Yeah, please open the 5, but not more than that, because already lot of people are in the queue. They already brought, so
But he's
please
allowing us
open the
to do
5.
the 5. All right, guys, this is your last chance. All right, this is your last chance. Dinesh has indicated that Rohit is not happy with me because he's the one, his team is the one that's going to be setting up the apps. So he's allowing us just 5 more. It's at toddsuggest.com/AIW. And what you need to do is you then need to upgrade once you're in there. We just got there's only 5 left, and we'll count it down for you. It's toddsuggest.com/AIW. You go in there. First, you purchase, you put in the AI bundle. Here, let me go to the actual, I'm going to actually go there to show you. All right, so here's how it looks. You go in there, and then you notice on the bottom left, that's where you put in AI bundle. All right, on the bottom left. But above that, you want to check that box for the Mega Unlimited for $297. All right there, the Mega Unlimited. And when you check that box, by the way, sometimes marketers kind of like plan these things and they like say, oh, it's counting down and we're just about out, and they're just kind of like making it up. this was actual numbers that I was giving you. We actually went to 28. We're giving away 25 and we went to 28. I wasn't like making that up or anything. And now we have the 5 opened up. However, because Rohit thinks that we stopped at 25, that means there's really only 2 more, right? Because we had 28 sold. So we oversold by 3. So now we have 2 more. So I'm going to go in there and check how many in just a minute. And then we'll stop it at the 30. So 2 more. So you guys got to get in there if you want to get your site set up for you, because that's the fast start VIP bonus for getting the mega bump. Now, I want to remind you that when I say go in there and get the mega bump, you could do that even if you don't get that special VIP bonus. No matter what, you could still get it. It's just that the idea of the team setting it up for you, that's only for those that come in the next 2 slots. All right, I don't want to ramble about this too long. Instead, why don't I go into the software and give you another little look around real briefly? I know that would probably tickle your fancy. Do people even say that anymore? Tickle your fancy? I doubt it. You saw how old I am because I showed you my picture from 1972, and I was already grown up. So you know that I have some old expressions here. All right, so I'm going to go grab the software. Hold on one second. I'm going to put up the link while we're doing that. There's the link to get in. And I'm going to find the software and drag it into this window. Hold on. All right, where we last left off, when I was so pleased about this, of course, the photo colorizer. And there I am in 1972 with the sideburns all the way down to my chin. Imagine that. In 1972, I was already old enough to have hair all the way down to my chin. And boy, did I have a lot of hair then. That's my friend on the left is Mike Brown. And he's still a close friend of mine. I'm supposed to go telescope observing and hiking with him later this month, as a matter of fact. And he's still really skinny like that. He's the guy on the left. Now, remember, we took this from a photo when we were inside that was black and white, but I never showed you an expansive look at that photo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look here in my desktop. Where is my desktop? There it is. And I'm going to grab that photo. And I've got it and just have to drag it in. And that's the original. Okay, so the original, as you could see, me on the right, Mike on the left. I'm wearing some funky glasses. I don't know who that is in the middle. This is probably when we were going to CapChat up in Canada to see the eclipse of the sun in 1972. I also was thinner than I remembered. I always thought I was a little chubby, but I guess I wasn't. And there it is colorized, all right? Now, clicking the download image right there, okay, we can now see that image as it would look fully colorized and large. And the app that we made actually was able to produce that. We did it in just seconds. However, let me show you how you would create that same app, not from the template, but if you wanted to do this from scratch, meaning with the chat. So let's go back into the software. And remember, my favorite tab to always fall back on is the 3rd tab down, which is called My Apps. So I clicked on that. And there you have a choice of either create via chat, which is the recommended way to do it, create from template, which is how I produced that moments ago and showed you, or create from scratch, which gives you a bunch of blank fields. Let me show you what I mean, blank fields. See, you could produce the app name here, the description, you upload a logo, you select the model on the next screen. That's if you're doing it from scratch, and it takes a little bit more time. Now, what's interesting is if you choose a template, if you create from template, then you get a very similar look to create from scratch, but all those fields are filled in. But the way that we suggest you start is through chat because it does whatever you want. So I'm clicking chat, and now notice when I scroll down that and I say get started, it has a little microphone down there on the bottom. So because I'm speaking to you on GoToWebinar, I don't think the mic would work right now, but it would work for you. You just click it and you speak into it. Or, of course, you could type what your idea is. Now, I like to type because I type very quickly, so it doesn't matter. I don't have to speak. I could just type it. So I'm typing in here, I would like to create an app that takes a black and white photo and then colorizes it to make it look like a color photo. And let's see what it comes up with. Now, that's all I wrote. I just wrote, I would like to create an app that takes black and white photo and colorize it to make it look like a color photo. So even though we have a template in there for you, I wanted to show you the process and show you how easy it is to do. And while I'm doing it, I don't want you to lose sight, of course, of the link to get this, which is toddsuggests.com/AIW. All right, so it has already done this for us. It's this great idea to create an app that colorizes black and white photos. We'll need to set up a few details. Here are some questions. What would you like to name your app? Do you have a specific description or tagline for your app? Would you like a logo for your app? If so, do you have any specific design preferences? Do you have any color preferences? Any specific way you want it to focus on when coloring, such as maintaining historical accuracy, enhancing vibrancy, etc. So I am going to say, create the app at your discretion. And I'm going to let it make those choices. Now, I could have made choices there, such as I could have said historical accuracy, except do please include a checkbox to maintain historical accuracy. All right. And then I pressed send. And now it's going to create the app just like that. That's all I did. I actually made a little change to what I was originally going to do based on its suggestion about historical accuracy, because I don't know if it was going to put that in unless I mentioned that. And now it's creating the app. That was it. So each app that you make takes roughly 2 messages from yourself to create. It takes the first, and then it takes a second message. The second message, of course, is the one where you're confirming what it's going to do. So the initial message is the request, and the second message is the confirmation, and then it's done. You could see it on the right. I didn't obviously colorize anything. I didn't make like the headline a certain color or anything like that. It's a pretty plain app, but that's because I said just do it at your discretion. So it made it as a regular black and white interface here. Now, the app, even though it's done, this is just a preview of it on the right. To actually get the app created, what we need to do is click Create App. So it just did that. It created it in front of our eyes, and now it's created a link for that app. That's the app itself, is the link that it's produced. It's hosted. You just click Copy, and now what we're going to do is run that app as if we were the user. So here it is. The app is done. We didn't say that we needed a name and email for this or anything like that. So therefore, it's just given us the app all ready to go. It says, check this box here to prioritize. See that right there on the left? Here, let me change it to light. To maintain historical accuracy. So let's do that. And then what we would do is, just as before, we would just click and drag the photo in there and then deploy it. Where did my photos go? There they are. Okay, now it has the photo, and then I would generate. And that's it. We'll take a look at that later. Once again, it's toddsuggests.com/AIW. Luann, take it away with questions.
All righty. I'm in between answering several different things. 5 AI chats. Messages. There are messages, Heather. You can do 5 messages each day. So and it usually takes 2 to create one single app. So, but then you can, if you're going from scratch, you're not going to use messages. So you can create 10 apps each day total. And then next day you can do the same thing. Tanya wants to know, Todd, what model did you use for the colorizing app?
I am actually looking into that right now in the back end. I'll be back with that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. To hear, I'm not quite sure what your question is. You have everything already because you bought the bundle and unlimited. So you were asking about commercial. It's included in everything that you purchased. Dinesh, can you answer? Kelvin, he wants to know about merging 2 photos together. I'm not sure of the answer on that one. Tahir, did you? Okay, Tahir, I think to settle your questions, if you would just open up a support ticket and send your receipts to them and let them know what you're asking about, I think that will solve the problem much faster. They can see your account and they can explain what needs to be done or whatever the situation is. I'm going to give you that link. It's also in the chat. I did put that in there earlier, but I'll give you that link here. So create your ticket and they'll get right to your question as soon as they can. I know they're very busy right now. Lots of different questions coming in. So be patient.
Okay, I'm going to answer that question from before. It's actually a very appropriate question because in the app that I was trying to produce, it thought it could do it with GPT-4o, thinking that we didn't want an actual picture result. And that's not true. So I'll show you how that can go. So I just have to sneeze. Hold on a sec. Okay, I didn't end up needing to sneeze. All right, so we're going to go back to my apps. And I'm going to show you how you can find that out. So we're going to go to the original one that was in there, AI Photo Colorizer, and we're going to click Edit. Now, once we're in Edit, you go to Select Model. Now, this was already done. It's the template, so it was already filled in. And notice the appropriate one to choose is the one that's really good with image editing, and that's Flux Context Pro from Replicate. All right. Flux Context Pro. So now I'm going to go back to my apps and watch this. If we edit the one that we just made via chat and we go to select model, notice the model that it has in there is GPT-4o, which is what we did not want. For some reason, it thought that we didn't want an actual image output. So we can change the model. By scrolling down the list. And if we can't find it, then what we can do is we can actually ask it to find it through the chat editor. I found it though, it's right here. AI Image Editor Replicate, powered by Flux Context Pro. So I've now selected that one, okay? And that is an answer to your question from before. It's in that list that I just showed you. Okay. Luann, take it away.
All right. We had some questions about reseller. When can you start reselling? It will be July 25th when you can start reselling your accounts. And at that time, we will put some marketing materials in there so that you will be able to use those as well in your marketing of those licenses. And we do that so that we aren't conflicting with each other. The launch will be over by that time, and we'll be past. We'll be almost back to the refund period ending. Miro, the cost will. There are no ongoing costs from us. The cost will be from your AI Ps that you will use, some of which are free, and it's going to depend on which model you use, what the cost will be. So the text models are less expensive than the image and video models. So keep that in mind as well. So it depends on what kind of app that you are creating. And you can control the costs of the usage of those apps. As you create your apps, you can put a usage limit on it. And that way you aren't getting a sudden influx of a bill that you won't appreciate. But sorry, my dog just knocked over something. Anyway, I don't know if you heard that or not. But you can control those costs by the usage limits that you put on it. Don't forget that you're going to be able to sell these apps as well and make some money that way. And you'll be able to cover those costs. Stephen, these are all one-time cost. Every product that we've offered today is a one-time cost, so that you will not have an additional cost from us. There again, your cost will be from the APIs that you use. Heather, sorry, we're still trying to catch up here a little bit. How to do? I'm not sure what you're asking. How to do what? Heather, you want to put that in again? I've got half your question here. Right. Talk through or show how to do what? How to create an app? Is that what you mean, Heather? Or yes, Paul, there are training tutorials under the help section. So you'll find it there, and yeah, you'll be able to find out all that information there. How to use your own prompts. Okay. Heather is asking Todd if you can show how to use your own prompts. Can you walk us through that again? If you are still handy.
I'm here.
You
I'm
may.
trying to understand the question. How to use your
Oh,
own prompts. Yeah, I could do that.
okay.
So we could do a prompt app. It's funny because when I'm doing this and when I pull this in here, you'll see that it colored the historical. It colored with a brown when I said click make it look historical, which I thought was interesting because that's how my photos used to come out. I'm still working on that app, by the way, in the background. But let's go to another one. AIWrappers.co. And we'll show you how to do the prompts. So let's, I'm only half paying attention right now. So let's do it via chat and get started. I would like to produce an app that takes some simple thoughts of mine and turns it into a detailed prompt. Let's All right, so let's do this for image creation. Let's do this for image creation. As we will plug the text into a text to image creator. All right. And let's see what it suggests. So what I asked for right here is I said I would like to produce an app that takes some simple thoughts of mine and turns it into a detailed prompt. So in other words, I'll put just a few things down like man wearing t-shirt, and, you know, and the setting would be on the beach or something like that. And now I'm asking it to, you know, elaborate, of course, make a prompt that's elaborate. It says, great idea. Let's create an app that transforms your simple thoughts into a detailed prompt for image creation. To get started, I need a bit more information. What would you like to name the prompt? Now, normally I just blow through all these, but let's actually take the time to answer some of these questions right now. It'll only take a minute. So one, let's name it prompt generation app. Number two, a short description of what the app does. This app takes your simple thoughts and turns it into detailed prompts so that text to image creation will be excellent. How's that? Three, do you have any specific preferences for the color theme? I like, let's do something more muted than I normally do. I like browns and I don't know what, browns and black. Four, would you like a logo? Yes, I would like you to produce a logo. And five, any specific features or fields you want to include in the app's input form. For example, a field for entering your initial thoughts or ideas. Yes. In fact, I would like you to break it down to the subject and the setting. All right. Now that we have that, we just click that send. And now it has its answers. It's producing the app the way that we want it. And hopefully this is going to work just fine. So we only have to wait maybe 30 seconds for it to come up with another response. And we'll just probably just say click generate at that point. We probably don't need to do, pardon me, another chat back. We're probably fine at this point. So we'll see what it says, and then we'll just click create the app from there. Right, so let's read what it says. It says, here's a configuration for your app, prompt generation app. Your app is now configured to take simple thoughts and break them down into detailed prompts, focusing on the subject and setting. The color theme uses browns and black, and a logo has been generated for you. Okay, it says, if you need any changes or additional features, let me know. All right, so it's done. On the right-hand side is just the way it looks. You can see that it did a brown logo for me. It did brown text rather than black because I was asking for browns and blacks. But the prompt generation app, where it says that up here, you can see it's clearly black as compared to brown. All right, so now we just click create. Oh, wait, let's look at what it's done here. Your thoughts, a peaceful garden with colorful flowers is its example. Subject and setting. Describe the main subject and the setting. Now, I hope this is going to work. I'm going to click create app. It says it's live. Let's copy the link and let's get in there and paste and go. So we now have our prompt generation app, your AI assistant. Now, notice this was not already in there as a template. We just made this now. Okay, so I'm not 100% sure it's going to work perfectly, but let's give it a try. It says your thoughts. It's suggesting a peaceful garden with colorful flowers. Let's change that to a garden or a woodland stream in the fall. Hopefully it'll get that. Subject, a majestic eagle, a baby deer. And the setting, soaring over the mountains. The setting. Let's see. Baby deer is drinking from the woodland stream. This is in the mountains of New England. All right, in the fall. All right, let's see what it comes up with. I didn't put very much in there, obviously. Let's see if the prompt is more detailed. So I click generate. It's thinking where it says 1 moment, intelligence at play. Even that can be changed if you wanted. Okay, so here's the prompt. It says, create an image of a serene woodland stream nestled in the mountains of New England during the vibrant fall season. The scene is bathed in warm golden light of a late afternoon, casting a gentle glow over the landscape. See, I didn't write any of that. It's adding that in the prompt so that it comes out better in the picture. The stream winds gently through the forest, its clear waters reflecting the rich tapestry of autumn colors, fiery reds, deep oranges, and bright yellows of the surrounding trees. In the foreground, a baby deer with its soft, dappled coat stands delicately on the edge of the stream. Its large, curious eyes are focused on the water, etc., etc., etc. Now, look, this is excellent. All right. We have a prompt creator that I've now made that's in there. This is something that can be sold or given away. It's already done. All right. This works great. Now, from here, I don't know if there's already a text to image in there that I think there is in the templates, but if there isn't, I want to create it. So I'll do that separately while Luann is answering further questions. I hope that answers your question.
Heather was asked an additional question. She said she already has her prompts and she wants to know where she would place them using create from scratch.
Okay, so in order to do that, then we have to produce an actual app to do it, and we have to make sure that it's picking something like DALL-E. So what we'll do is we'll go back in, edit, copy. Let me just make sure, oops, edit, copy. I want to make sure I don't lose this, okay? So let me paste it somewhere before I lose it. There's the link, by the way. Luann, while I work on this and get back to showing, I just don't want to lose the prompt. So would you just answer another question at the time being while I'm doing this?
Sure. Yeah, no problem. Jim, yes, we will be looking at developing AIWrappers even further. We're really just getting going with this. Raheem is just doing so many fantastic things with it already. So yeah, we'll be continuing to develop it and update it. And at the moment, they are single page apps. So do keep that in mind. These are not at the moment. They are not meant to be complex with multiple pages or anything like that. They are single page apps.
Which are great for low cost or giving them away, but some of them you can build on those pages, various different fields of input, and that makes it, even more complex. And we're going to
Yes.
try to do that right now with the AI creator as requested. We're going to try to create an app right off the bat that takes text and turns them into images. I'm not even going to look and see if we already have that in there. We probably do, but I'm going to say get started. I'd like to create an app that takes detailed prompts, prompt descriptions, and turns them into photorealistic images. And let's see what it picks, because we may have to actually specify the AI for that. What would you like the app to be named? One, please, I don't have to say please. Name it the image creator masterpiece. All right. 2, do you have any specific preferences for app's color theme? As per your choice. 3, would you like a logo? Yes. And 4, any specific features or functionalities you want to include? No. Or as per your choice. And that's it. So now it's going to create a text to image app. And you know, of course, those are valuable as well. The only thing is, if it picks GPT 4.0, we're going to want to change that to make sure it goes to an image app and pick something like DALL-E. So we'll actually take a look at what it's producing. So it's generating the response now, and it'll come back with, you know, an indication that the app has been made, and do we want to deploy it? And then we will click yes. And then if it's not doing what we want, we'll just go into the editor, we'll change the model, and then it should work fine. So let's just see how it looks first. Remember, on the right-hand side is how it will look to the end user. Look, it set it up. It knew to use DALL-E. You see that? Here's the configuration of your app, the Image Creator Masterpiece. Your app is set up to use the DALL-E model for generating high-quality images from text descriptions. The color theme is chosen, etc. So now we're ready to create the app. The app's created. We copy this. We paste and go. And hopefully this will work. So we have our prompt from before. Remember the prompt? We're going to copy that. That's from our prompt creator. And we're going to paste it in our image description. Notice it created an interesting logo for us in the upper left. Then we click generate, and I'll come back on and see how this is doing in just a moment. Again, it's toddsuggest.com/AIW. I'm going to check how many are left for that special offer of setting up your app for you while you answer the next question, Luann.
Ben, can you remove your branding? Yes, you can remove the branding. If you purchase the bundle, then that brand, a white label is included in the bundle. It is part of, if I remember correctly, look, on the, I think it's OTO2 if you purchase through the funnel. Yes, it's part of OTO2 if you purchase the funnel instead of the bundle. In the meantime, there's a degree of you being able to use your own branding. If you use your own domain names to share your apps, you'll have a degree of branding right there, but that's not a full white label. Any other questions? Ben, when you, yes, because that's the bundle. So yes, you will have that. OTO2 is included in the bundle. Yeah.
Okay, and we just sold out of the special bonus where we set up the app for you, but that doesn't mean you can't get the mega bundle. It just means that if you get the mega bundle or the mega bump for $297, you still get unlimited apps, unlimited messages, unlimited custom domains, 3 years of unlimited hosting. It's just that we're all booked up on getting it, you know, the done for you option. We're 3 over now. I will honor everything up to the 33. So we sold 33. We promised 30. There were 2 slots left, but you didn't hear me say that it's closed. So we'll honor everybody that purchased on the webinar to this point. if you got the Mega Unlimited. All right, now I'll show you the result, and I'll show you that we do have to tweak our model a little bit more, but this is what it produced. And it's excellent, obviously. However, it did it in a style of a painting. So we have the deer sipping out of the stream. Everything's exactly what we asked for. I mean, identical to what we asked for in the prompt. But I wouldn't say it's not photorealistic. What it did is it didn't, when it produced the app, it didn't give us a checkbox for style. So what we'd do now is we'd go back into the app, and I'll do this later, by the way, on the one that I just produced. And I'll ask for a separate box to be added to choose the style and make sure that the style is applied. Or what I can even do is I can even change the prompt generation app. Remember that app? I could change this so that this also works in the style that you're looking for. So I'll either tweak that or this or both so that I could get more photorealistic images if I want, or I could get it to be a painting style, et cetera, et cetera. But notice how powerful that makes you. You know what I mean? I mean, even what we produced just now to date, just this moment, just now, is just incredible that you can actually sell something like that or give something like that away to get an email lead. And once again, to get started today, here's your link, toddsuggest.com/AIW. Okay, so we have an interesting question, Luann, about if somebody wants to buy just the front end product, just to dabble in this, since I think the cost of that is around $47 or something like that. And it's AIWrappers.dev/replay. If you want to do that, we will give you that answer in the question answer box. Just let us know.
It's actually /special.
Why does it say replay?
I don't.
Who
No,
answered?
we can change the URL.
Dinesh, we lost you. Come to the microphone, Dinesh.
Hello, yeah, that's the replay one. What the link send this replay one.
And,
All right,
and
so
what
that'll
I
work
have,
too.
Just replay.
yeah,
Please
what
send
I
that. Use
have
that.
is the one that we have on the webinar notes, which is
Yeah.
special.
Yes, Anand, and we are working on something, so we just replaced the URL. So please use this one. So both are
Okay.
fine, but use this one.
All right, guys. Thank you
And
very much for all your support today and for your great questions. I'm going to let Luann take it away with the questions again.
I don't know who that was that was asking for the front end. So if you want to post again, if you want the front end, and I can post the link for
That was
you.
Lucia.
Lucia. Okay. Oh, we got it. Shannon posted it. Okay. And somebody else was asking another question I was going to answer, and I have now forgotten who that was and what it was. Don't be concerned on the timing of putting your information together to do to put in the to request your app that we're going to develop for you. Just do so and whenever you're ready, and we'll get it done for you. Clarification. That was one of the things I wanted to do. We just had a discussion here. Somebody asked if can you sell the apps so the customers can use their own AI APIs instead of using our APIs? I answered yes, because I thought you were asking about resellers. Your customers will be using their own APIs if you sell them the reseller licenses. That is not the case if you are selling the app that you develop, and they cannot use their own APIs on that. So do be aware of that. So there is a difference between you selling the app and selling them a reseller license. And to clarify the reseller licenses, someone asked last night, I haven't seen that question yet today, but just so you know, they were asking about the hosting. How much hosting does the person who purchases the license through you get? The license is dependent upon your what you purchase. So if you just purchase the bundle, then and the reseller licenses, then they will get 2 years of hosting because that matches what you have. If you purchase unlimited, then the person who buys the license will also get 3 years hosting because it matches what you own. So I hope that clarifies things on that end for you. Keith, if you want to just contact me at yourgreenscreenguy@gmail.com about the done for you, we can get you started that way. We'll get you the form that you need to fill out. And the link is in the chat, but I will put it there again. Contact the Todd team at yourgreenscreenguy@gmail.com, and we'll get you squared away. Yes, Richard, we do have a replay. It's actually already up on the sales page, so you'll be able to watch last night's webinar. We've edited it down from the 3 hours that we had, so you'll be able to watch it and scroll through if you need to different parts. Laura, I think you need to think on that, how you want to do that. But yes, I'm certainly, I saw a couple people saying the same thing, that they want to tie 2 different products together, which I think is fantastic. So just, think through. Can you log into to AIWrappers, Stephen? Is that what you're saying? Did you not get your login information? You should have received it right after you purchased. If you did not receive your login, please open a support ticket and let them know. Send your receipts and let them know that you did not receive your login. And I will post the support desk again. Both places. I posted that to you, Stephen, privately, and I put it in the chat as well, so that you have that in case. Miro, again, after 3 years, we at this point in time, we have not set a price. We think many things can change between now and 3 years from now. Your focus needs to be on what you're doing right now and not what happens 3 years from now. Things could change for you, so your focus needs to be on creating your apps and getting them out there, gathering your leads from them, and making some money from them, and your cost will be covered at that point in time from the money that you're making from these. So not a concern. Catherine, okay. What you can do, Catherine, is I'm putting the support ticket in, but Catherine, log into your JVZoo customer account and look for your purchase there. You can take a screenshot of your purchase from inside JVZoo. Always remember that, any of you who purchase, JVZoo or Warrior Plus, any of them. You just log into your customer account, you look for your purchase in there, you get your details, screenshot it, and then send it off to the product support, and then let them know that you did not get your login. Dinesh, I've seen this question a couple of times, and I honestly haven't seen the answer yet. Can there are customers embed these apps?
They can on external website if they use the embed code. They have to write their own embed code. That is very quick. That is very small code, and they can embed another site if they want. Yes, but
Okay,
they have to
all
write
right,
their own code.
all right. Did you hear that, Heather? You can do it, but you have to write your own embed code. Okay. You're welcome, Catherine. All right, I'm scanning up through. I hope I didn't miss anything. If you have any other additional questions, please post them again, so that in case I missed anything. Dennis, any questions that you have after the webinar is over, you can send to the support desk and ask there. Yeah, Tanya, please post your question again so that I can answer you. Laura, once you sell the reseller license, the only thing you're responsible for is the traffic and sending them the login. We are responsible for everything else after that. So you don't have to worry about support or tutorials or anything. You just have to get the traffic going, sell the license, send them their login. That's it. Chat messages, TC, are the messages that you send to create your app. So you're going to describe what you want in your message. It might take you a second message to edit that. So the average right now is it's taking 2 messages to make one app. So that's your chat messages. If you start from scratch, you do not use your messages. Then you can create 10 apps per day.
Means if you create when you create from scratch means we have two kind of builders, right? One is drag and drop builders. They when they use the drag and drop builder, number one, that time the app chat message credits are not using. And even if they use templates, we have really good number of templates one, right? When they use templates, that time also this chat messaging is not using, so it's not count.
Right. Okay. So TC, did you get that? Either drag and drop or using the templates. Either one of those, you are not using your chat messages. Then as Tanya is asking about, she got a message that says owner needs to set up integration. That's a caution. How did Rohit put it last night? I forgot how he stated that. It's just yes, you do have to agree to it. Tanya is what I think I've tried to say. You have to
Yeah.
agree. It's a safety feature, whatever, on it.
Yeah, please read that and then say yes.
Yeah, agree to it, and then you just move on. And yes, all the apps are created that way. Mira, do you see that Shannon posted the link for the unlimited? If you and anyone else, that did not get the unlimited link. If you missed it or decided that you want the unlimited, we have a separate link for that. Mira, I'm not sure. Is the bank stopping you? We did have a few people last night that purchased bundle, but when they got to unlimited, the bank stopped them from making the payment. So they had to call their bank and tell their bank, this is a legitimate payment. I am the one who is making this purchase. Please allow it to go through. So if that's the case, please do call your bank and let them know. Otherwise, if you're getting another message, if you want to do a screenshot, if you're getting some other kind of message, you can do a screenshot and send that to support, and support will help you out, see what might be preventing you. But we have not had, I don't think I've seen anybody today have that problem. And as I said, we had a couple of people with that last night. Okay. Shannon or Dinesh, Stephen's asking, are we limited to 10 apps a day for unlimited? Is there, it goes up to 25, right? Is that what we were talking about? Is it 25?
Not for the mega bundle.
No, okay, it's, but per day. There's nothing, there's no
day.
limit per day. I know it's unlimited, but I mean, it's not, there's
Correct.
no daily limit.
Exactly.
Okay, so no daily limit. Okay, Dinesh, Tanya's saying that she did agree to it, but it still won't produce anything without integration. So she has to bring in some API. She has to integrate some API with it. So yeah, so that's your next step, Tanya, is actually integrating with the API.
Yeah, please go to help section, Tanya. We have a very detailed guide there. And if you find any trouble, please contact us on support. We are there to help you. But yeah, you need to try to add Gemini API that is free. And please check the help section so you will get a really good idea how to start. Getting started guide is there. So
Okay, Tanya, did you hear that? Go to the help section and watch the tutorials there. So she's saying even templates that are already created. Yes, you're going to need to integrate your own API. Laura, that would probably be a good idea to send a disclaimer. Yeah, I would certainly protect yourself. But yeah, that's a good idea. Laura was asking about sending a disclaimer, like no guarantee of income, something like that. Yes, that would probably be a good idea. Dominique, we don't have an actual list of the 100. There's like 114, I think, as I understood, as of this morning, apps that are available to you. But you just scroll right through them once you're inside. They're very, very helpful to have those already made, ready to go for you. You can start making some money instantly or start building your list instantly with those particular templates or apps. Oh, you're welcome, Tanya. Okay. Tanya understands now. Todd, Stephen is asking, would it be possible for you to show us how to add additional characteristics to an app that we already created, like Todd was talking about. And I guess that's only if Todd's around. Todd may have stepped away for a few minutes, so we may have to put a hold on that one. All right. Any other questions? We still have quite a few people here. And Stephen, we will be, we do have the replay up on the sales page. So if you want to watch the replay again, you might be able to pick up a lot of different things from the replay. Again, that was from last night's webinar. And you could scroll through it and look for any particular things that you might be wanting to catch up on. Oh, you're welcome, Laura. Thanks for being here. Oh, I'm glad you came back too, Tanya. I think too, seeing the second time through, and again the replay is just be very helpful to pick and choose some of those things to watch them over again. So thank you, Tahir, and you're welcome. Have a wonderful day too. Front end bundle, Stephen. Yes, you get 2 years. Right, correct. If you purchase the unlimited, then you get 3 years of hosting. So thank you, Stephen. Oh, that's really sweet. Stephen said, I wanted to really thank you, Todd and company, for great years of products and help. We really appreciate that. Thank you, Heather. Thanks, Stephen. And Stefan. We have a Stephen and a Stefan, right? Two rows apart here. All right. Well, it looks like everybody is winding down and they're wanting to jump in and start creating and doing things for themselves. So I think we'll close the webinar. And again, if you have additional questions, if you have login problems, please contact support and they will help you as soon as they can.
And there's Sushi. She wants to say goodbye to you. What I did is I created an app last night, or I actually created an app based on a template that was in there, and it allows you to put a superhuman outfit on your pets. So I took a picture of Sushi last night, and there's Super Sushi.
And we love her.
All right. So thanks again, everybody.
I'm going to put the link in the chat for the replay page. I'm gonna put the one that I have, which is ends in special. But for anybody wants, well, that looks. I hope that come out. Can everybody see that in the chat? That's where the replay is right now. So anybody who wants to watch the replay can watch that. You're welcome, Bird. I'm glad we were able to entertain you too. And yes, do please get started right away. And yeah, and really enjoy this AIWrappers and start building your list and start making some money with it. Thanks so much for everyone for being here. See you soon.